Hello and welcome to Totally Normal Gaming. We're a group of totally normal people. Look at that! Look at how normal these fucking people are. Play a game of totally normal Dungeons and Dragons for your entertainment and your entertainment alone.
The game is definitely not normal.
It's pretty epic in scale. Is that what you mean to say?
Yeah,
Heroically,
yeah, cool.
heroically written. Well, let's go back and recap what you did last week as we gear up for tonight's shorter session, which is fun to say. Shorter session.
We went back to the Radiant Citadel to drop off Todd. And when we got there, we were stopped by the local police force. There was a complaint about monsters. And then our friend, who we didn't have a real name for, but I think we're calling him
Bart,
was essentially being aggressive with the police and telling them to go away. So we cleared that up. We paid the fines. We talked with them for a few minutes. Introduced Todd to what's his name? Bolgren. Is that the giant's name? Bolgren.
God damn it! No, I would have known if you hadn't asked me.
But essentially, what we think was happening is that one, the giant and Matilda were going out and playing at night and scaring folks. But it's also possible that Owen's sister
Borgle.
It's also possible that Owen's sister called in the complaint because the police showed up, I think, later in the day after she awoke from her coma.
Hey, Pixelfish.
We do not know where she is. So we left a bunch of money with Bart to get food for Todd and Borgle. Tilda, we're going to have them construct some higher fences to avoid anybody getting frightened by like Borgle and Matilda playing fetch. And we did discuss possibly moving the whole crew to Drunel Hall since we have a castle over there and it may be more suited for our friends. But then we had to get back because we needed to go back to, I forget what plane we're in over there.
The ethereal plane, and you need to get back to the Forgotten Realms.
Yep, so we got back to the Forgotten Realms in time to use Ophelia's portal to go to Skip. We got there. We had to go out and chase Skip down because they were doing a raid. We talked with him. We explained where we were. We got his approval for sex work being legalized in the Empire.
Well done.
So we can get Numerius to help. I think that satisfies all of our conditions for Ophelia to help us turn Numerius's folks back around.
And once you've turned Numerius, you'll have Val, you'll have Claudius, and you'll have Skip,
which should be enough, we think. We did ask Skip, so Skip kind of gave us a way to use, we could use his portal to get there. He sets it up at dawn, breaks it down at dawn every day when he moves camp and puts it up in the evening. So if we need to get to him quickly, we can. Did he give us anything else? I think that was it from Skip. So we rode back so we could get back.
He gave you something else, right? He gave
us a writ.
Note.
Yeah, and then he gave us a note for Ophelia, right? Not just was it just the guarantee that?
No, he gave you something else too. He gave you a personal note that he rolled up and handed to you.
Right. Did we read it? I can't remember. Okay.
He asked you not to.
And just deliver it to Ophelia as a personal. Right. So we headed back to his camp, which he said he is leaving in case they get raided. He's trying to keep his enemies guessing over there. When we got back, there was fighting. We rode in. we rode straight for the portal. We got there. We had to fight. Ezra did a great job and put everyone to sleep. And then Dirk woke everybody up immediately. We ended up taking care of those guys and saved some of Skip's folks as well. When we got there, what was their name? Elle was looking really bad. We tried to heal her, it didn't work. Found out she was dead.
Damn.
They
They were dead, and so Ezra, in a very brave and possibly stupid move, said that we should all go through the portal. He would run it because you do need somebody magical to make the portal work. And so we ended with us picking up Elle's dead body and all of us running into the portal except for Ezra, who stayed behind. Am I
all right.
saying?
No, it's pretty good. And we're gonna pick up with Ezra, who polymorphed into a bat or an owl.
An owl.
An owl. And took flight and headed towards Skip's encampment as the rest of you portaled back to Ophelia's. Actually, let's do the main group first. Just to point this out, Jana is in Greece right now, where it is probably 2 to 4 in the morning, so she won't be joining us. I'll know where Dirk is. He didn't respond, so it might just be us. So Gelidus and Zerwin, you portal back to Ophelia's. She's waiting for you in the portal room. She looks up when you portal in. It's that sub basement where it's just all stone and the guarded portal. You come through. Some of you are a little bloodied and burnt, but no one is too badly injured, except I believe you carried Elle's body, right, Zerwin?
Yep.
Yeah, you picked up Elle's body to bring back with you. As you portal in, her eyes get wide. Is that Ezra?
No, this was an associate of ours, an acquaintance of ours, Elle. They were, it seems, killed in a battle that was happening when we were trying to get through the portal.
Where's Ezra?
He had to stay behind to actually use the portal. The other magic user who was there was also dead, I think. But there was a battle literally around the portal, and Ezra was the only one who could turn it on. So he stayed.
So he's likely captured or dead.
It's possible. Ezra's
Volcano
crafty.
Lastos.
Probably not dead.
I doubt he's dead. We had killed everyone who was in the immediate vicinity, and he's crafty.
Spicy armors are really hard to kill.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. Did you see Skip?
We did. We got his agreement. Does Ezra have the letter? No, you handed it to somebody before we ran through. I remember asking.
I think
It wasn't me.
I definitely thought about it in my head, and I'm pretty sure I said something that I handed it over to somebody else.
I think we gave it to Jana, is what I remember, because I think you said, I'll give it to Jana.
Sure.
So we did. We got the letter from Skip. He is in agreement. He will legalize sex work in the Empire after he is done. He also gave us another note for you, which we have not opened. He said it was personal. And I'll assume Jana hands that over to her.
She takes it but doesn't look at it and says, "How is he? How did he look? Has he been eating?"
He looked as good as someone who is in the middle of a war could look, I would say. He is, Skip's super smart, so but he looked fine.
She looks first at the note. She has a little smile. She wraps it up and puts it in her pocket. And then she opens the letter and reads it, and her eyes get a little big. Okay, then. Well. Well done. Let's topple an empire, shall we? Okay, follow me. We're gonna walk and talk. What's your plans for the corpse?
I hadn't thought about it. It just felt wrong to leave her there.
Damn.
Leave them there.
Okay. All right.
I think if we could maybe just, I don't know what, they're from the Feywilds, right? Is that, if I recall? I'm asking this sort of game.
I don't know if you guys found that out. Did you? It's so either the wilds or the kingdoms.
Yeah, we knew that Elle used a lot of illusion magic. And I can't remember much else.
Yeah, definitely not the Empire.
Yeah. Hopefully there's someplace we could keep the body until we figure out what we can do with it. Or what we should do with it.
Okay. All right, follow me. She leads you back up to her office. She closes the door. And then when you get inside, she reaches into her desk and pulls out this like bowl, like a sort of like one of those singing bowls. And she like raps it once, and this like tone reverberates around the room, and it gets louder and louder and like almost deafening, and then it disappears. Okay. Now that we're sure no one's listening, are you ready for this? I have enough blackmail for everyone in this city. Who do you want to start with? Qual?
Well, is
Jorn? Finitus? Agrippina? Canis? Hell, I even has to find Numerius.
I would think this might go smoother if we don't blackmail Numerius directly.
Probably a good idea. All right, here's what I know. Qual, remember Qual? That's the guy who you said tried to kill you. Qual likes to drug creatures that are humanoid but also animalistic, and then have his way with them. Doesn't matter what kind, anything that doesn't look to appear totally human. Jorn, that's the head of the mercenaries, right? The security for the city. He will hire prostitutes to come to the troop barracks for special occasions, which would be fine, except he uses official money to do so instead of his own money. So that's kind of frowned upon. Finitus likes his men barely legal. Agrippina is a dominatrix. Canis has a bastard son by a prostitute who is now 38 years old. And Numerius once contacted Servius to kill Val, but then apparently backed out after having a fit of conscience. I have documentation here. She starts pulling things out of her desk. Here's the Qual stuff. Here's the Jorn stuff. Here's the Finitus stuff. Here's the Agrippina stuff. Here's the Canis stuff. And we'll just leave the Numerius stuff in here for now. How are you going to do this? How are you going to skin this cat?
Be nice if Ezra were here. I don't know. Gelidus, what do you think?
What are we doing with these people?
So this is Numerius's council. You need 2 of them to back Skip in order to
They all
turn
sound-
Numerius.
Most of them sound like terrible people.
I mean, Agrippina's a dominatrix. That doesn't make her a bad person. And Canis had a bastard son that he apparently takes care of, but doesn't want anyone to know about.
Are any of them leaning? Would any of them lean towards Skip without blackmail?
Probably Jorn. Maybe Agrippina. Canis definitely won't. Canis is so afraid to upset the status quo that he hid his bastard son from the world for almost 40 years. Finitus is slimy. I wouldn't trust him even if I was blackmailing him.
What if we talk to the folks who are more likely to flip without the blackmail, and we try to persuade them first, and then use the blackmail as a second option? Because if we only need 2, and we could somehow convince Jorn and Agrippina, we could just try to convince them, and then maybe just to hedge our bets, we blackmail one more.
The one who's going to have the most sway is Canis, followed by Agrippina, then Finitus, and then Jorn will have the least amount of sway. Canis is his oldest and best friend, if Numerius can be described to have friends. Also, she points down at the papers. He had a bastard son via a what? Sex worker. And what's Skip going to be doing?
Legalizing sex work.
Essentially legitimizing prostitutes. Agrippina might not give a shit that you expose her as a dominatrix. She might.
But we did help her brother, who she is fond of. He doesn't even know we helped him, which she may even be more thankful for. But I think that's another thing we could use with Agrippina.
I don't know if she's especially fond of her brother. The younger one's fonder of her brother than the older one.
Oh, I'm sorry. You told us that. I thought it was the other way around.
No. She tolerates him.
Okay. How fast do we need to do this? Was my other question.
I don't know if there's necessarily a timeline.
I don't think we really talked to Skip about it.
Are you going to go back and look for Ezra?
I don't know. So, out of game, we would not have seen him turn into an owl, right? He would have had to have been doing his magic stuff the whole time until we were through. Then the portal would have closed, and then he would have casted, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he would find his way back to you.
Yeah. Well, what we could do is maybe give him a day, and try to move our friends from the Radiant Citadel to Drunel Hall, while we wait for him to get back.
Okay.
And then if we do that, we can start talking to, I think maybe we go to, I don't know. What do you think we should go to first, Gelidus?
Why don't we do the easiest one, the one that has the bastard son?
Canis? He'd also be the most have the most influence. Okay. All right. So
You
why don't
might
we
want
do
to
that?
make an appointment with Canis. He sometimes takes weeks to get an appointment with. You might have to try to pull some strings or knock some heads or lubricate some hands to get in to see him quickly.
We have plenty of butter.
We do have plenty of butter. Do we know?
And the party has the 2 right men for the job on duty right now.
Do we have? Is Canis aware of his bastard son? He knows who it is. He knows his
Oh, he's
name.
been taking care of him for 40 years. Yeah.
I wonder if we drop that name in trying to get a meeting, if that would speed things up. Although that
The
might
son's
just set him
name?
on the yeah,
Maybe.
we could try that. How do we go about setting up an appointment? Is that something you could do for us?
Not really, no. But I can point you in the right direction.
Please do.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Go to the palace, and basically ask to make an appointment with Canis. You'll be sent to some secretaries essentially, and they will try to schedule you in based on your rank or apparent rank. And your apparent rank is not high, which is the problem. So you might have to try to figure out a way to motivate these secretaries.
Is money usually the best way to do that?
Money's tough in a city where the wealthiest person in the empire rules. That's why I deal in knowledge and secrets. You try. Nobody's unbribable. While you guys chew on that, let's switch to Ezra. Ezra, you lift off as a nighthawk. Just kidding, it's an owl. Did you say a barred owl?
Yeah, something nice and camouflagey.
All right. You immediately take off and fly back in the direction of Skip's camp. It is night. Not a problem for owls, obviously. And once you're in owl form, the night really comes alive. Everything looks different, feels different, sounds different. It's pretty amazing. Your sort of senses, your night senses are really increased, which is why it's such an incredible, terrible shock when you are struck by a bolt of lightning. Could you make me a dexterity save, please?
14.
You're going to take 43 damage.
All right. Gelidus, will you remind me how concentration saves work?
Yeah, so it's a Constitution saving throw, and I believe the DC is 10 plus half the damage you took.
It's not just half the damage.
Let me check real quick.
I think maybe it's 10 plus the spell level or half the damage, whichever is higher. I'm hoping that's what it is. I rolled pretty well.
So it's DC 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher.
Yeah. I got a 23, and how much was it? 40 what?
43.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I'm still an owl.
Singed owl.
Would you like to roll initiative?
Sure. 21.
Okay. You can also make me a perception check if you'd like to see who's attacking you, or like try to find out who's attacking you.
All right, I get to roll with advantage because I'm an owl, and I'm using my eyeballs and my earballs. +3. Not a great modifier. a 22 is the better of those two.
Yes, your assailants. One of them is this guy.
Hey, does he look familiar to me?
He does. It's Otho.
God damn it. I was Ezra says, "Hey, I was looking for you," but of course it comes out as, "Who cooks for you?"
There's also 3 other people with him. And, perhaps most distressingly, there is also an owl chasing you. A great horned owl.
Oh, that's bigger than me, and they don't get along. Ezra probably wouldn't know that. His player knows it. So now I have to act like I don't know it. It's always easy to do as a role player, right? Okay, do I get to go first though because I rolled so well?
Oh, what was your initiative?
I think 22. Wait, it was good. Let me double check. 21.
No, you were going second.
And actually it was only 19 because the owl only has a dex modifier +1. And I'm an owl. I'm not a halfling.
Okay, you're going third.
It's fine.
All right. You can make a. There's another lightning bolt coming for you.
Oh, God. You had a whole week to plan for this. 15. No, wait. Uh, Probably like a 14 or 13. 13. Let's say 13.
That's not going to cut it.
Roll bad. Roll bad.
It's a lot of dice. Oh, that was a bad one. Not as good as last time, but still bad. 36.
I am going. I'm gonna ask you to re-roll that and roll worse. Wait, do I get to pick which dice you re-roll or just all of them?
Reroll damage dice?
Yeah.
For what, with danger awesome points?
Yeah.
You want to reroll all my damage dice?
No, just the high ones.
Okay, well, you know how the damage for lightning bolt works, so it's a lot
I
of
don't.
d8s.
Uh,
You want me to reroll one of them?
yeah, I want. Well, how many eights did you roll? There goes 20 danger awesome points.
I don't have to tell you that.
I want you to re-roll all of the eights and sevens. There, done. If
Okay,
you want me
so
to give you a number of dice to re-roll, I can give you that.
So how many danger awesome points did you spend?
20.
Okay, so I'm going to reroll 2 of these dice.
Yep, the 2 highest, please, if I'm allowed
Yes.
to ask that.
Yep, I can do that. One became a 5. The other became a 6. So
That doesn't sound good.
So what, 31 damage?
All right, yep, that's better. And I will re-roll my concentration check. Oh, and I'm a halfling again.
Oh. Okay. So you're going to fall. And you're going to take...
Well, hold on. No, I can, as a reaction, I can cast Featherfall on myself because I have it.
Okay, good
I
idea.
do. Do I get an action at any point?
Not yet. I need to read Featherfall's description.
I can read it for you. Choose up to 5 fallen creatures. I choose me within range. And the range is 60 feet.
A
Fallen
fallen
creatures
creature's
rated.
rate. Yeah, slows 260 feet per round.
10 feet
Okay.
a second. That's manageable.
No falling damage. You can land on your feet. Okay. I can't believe what I'm researching right now. All right, how many feet per second is 40 miles an hour? Oh, okay. All right. So the great horned owl dives at you as you're feather falling. Are you going to feather fall at your max rate, 60 feet per second?
Yeah, I want to get into the trees so I have some cover.
Okay.
And I don't like the look of that owl.
Its maximum speed is also 60 feet per second.
But okay, but it was a ways away from me.
Yeah. So you are going to go. So now it's your turn now. So do you want to? Can you do anything while feather falling?
Yeah, I mean, I get an action and a bonus action. And then I'll have another reaction because it's my turn now.
Okay. You're also.
There are loads of things I can do, and I'm going to do all of them.
It's great.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to turn a 5th level spell into sorcery points because I've used them all.
Okay.
Which gives me 5 sorcery points, I believe. I don't have Twitch open today, but I'm sure chat will correct me if I'm wrong about that. And then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to double check to make sure I don't need to concentrate on Featherfall. I don't. Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to allow myself to fall into the trees where I'm going to hide and figure out my next move when I need to.
There aren't. It's not heavily forested here. It's like you flew towards Skip, which was a big. Remember, it was like a big kind of like road that he made with his army marching through the weird forest / fields. So there are some trees, but it's not like heavily forested. But you turn invisible. Anything else you want to do for your bonus action?
Right. I used my bonus action to create sorcery points.
Oh, okay. All right, very good. All right.
Now they need to try to find me. Good luck, assholes.
So you're casting invisibility, but you're getting counterspelled.
I'm going to counterspell their counterspell.
There's 4 of them. So it's just going to be your rolls.
It's going to be rolls?
Yeah.
I'm not hungry, thanks. If I recognize that there are 4 spells being cast, I'm not going to use a spell to counterspell because the other 3 will hit me. So.
Yeah. Well, there's only 3 of them casting, but yeah. 2 of them still have their actions this round, and counterspell is castable by all 4 of them.
Yep. So instead, I'll not cast invisibility. Hold on. Let me double check this. Yeah, all right. They can see me casting it. Cool. So instead I'm just falling.
Okay.
I wish we had a bard. We're gonna need a bard to write the ballad of the noble, a halfling.
The dirge of
Yeah, the
Ezra.
dirge of the noble halfling.
All right. Make me a perception check when you hit the ground.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll that because it's low. Got a 9.
Okay. All right.
22.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. Glad I spent that sorcery point.
Yeah, especially because just a little ways ahead of you, there is, and this is gonna sound weird. It's nighttime, but there is some light from the stars and moon overhead. Not much, but some. And one of the shadows of the trees is moving in a very strange way in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be beckoning to you.
Yep.
Okay. Can I have another dex save, please?
Can I counter this?
Yeah.
All right, I am gonna counter it. Let's see. Lightning bolt, I think, is a 3rd level spell.
They've been upcasting, but this one is
You don't have to tell me.
less
I'm
upcasting.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Tiny hands, mighty light. Thank you, Gelidus. Yeah, I'll just to try to be extra safe, I will counterspell at 4th level.
Okay.
Let me know if you need me to roll. If it's 5th or higher, I do need to roll.
It was 4th level. You're good. And the last one's going to cast Magic Missile.
This is why I need shield. Oh wait, I used my reaction. Oh god.
Eight points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Was close. That was a good run, Ezra. That was a good run. As you fall to the ground and as your consciousness starts to seep out of your body, you see from one direction Otho, one of the owl lands and turns into another mage, and you see Otho in the distance at your sort of max range. Otho and the other ones start walking towards you. But the owl landed first and turned into a human. And as it approaches you, the shadow of the tree reaches out and grabs him and squeezes him like a python until his eyes pop. And then the shadows fall over you and everything is darkness. Okay.
Just like I planned it.
Okay, Galdus and Zerwin. It's actually a good thing you fell because you couldn't have gotten help in the sky.
Now I've got to change the lyrics. You survived.
Well, we don't know
Maybe.
that.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna find my tree mangled corpse. You know, like in a few weeks or months.
It wasn't a tree. It was a shadow.
That looked like a tree.
Kind of like, I don't know, sort of. Looked like a, it looked like a tenebrous tentacle. Anyways, back to our other two short guys, the dwarf and the kender. You headed to the palace?
Yeah, let's go try to get a meeting.
Well, you're probably going to have to wait till the morning, so you want to take a little sleepy time till the morning?
Sure. we'll head back to the. Well, actually, we got kicked out of our last spot, so
Yeah, we gotta find a new one, right?
gotta find a new one.
Oh, I gotta generate another name for an inn.
You
I think I
literally
don't.
kicked us out.
Well, no. You guys
This
left
is
a
your own
fucking
fault.
bloody pool in the middle of the floor of the last place you stayed at. Don't
Bro,
blame me.
Didn't
You
we
didn't
like
have to
kick
kick us
sawdust
out.
over it?
Yeah, you're like, I'll pour a bucket of water over it.
I let friends
Yeah.
stay at my place after they've done worse than that.
Can confirm. Okay. All right, let's see. Where am I going to put this other one? All right, I got it. All right, we're going to call this one the Tarnished Coin. It's you try to find one as close to the Citadel as you can, right, where Numerius is, and you do find it's like almost 2 a.m. by the time you get there. It's very quiet. There's nobody in the main room, but the innkeeper is still cleaning up from the night's service of food. This looks like an upscale place, but not like the crazy place you stayed in the first night. Can I help you?
Yeah, can we get a room?
Just one?
We'll probably need 2 or 3.
Which is it? Because I don't have 3, I only have 2.
Then we'll take 2.
We'll take 2.
Very good. He walks around. You hear the sound of some keys. He comes back out. They look like simple cut keys. Room 16 and room 17. Right across the hall from each other. Up the stairs on the right. Please be quiet. Everyone else is sleeping. And breakfast is served down here in the morning. I do need you payment up front, though.
How
How much
much?
is it?
3 gold per room.
Gallus looks at Zerwin. Do you have money? I can never find mine.
Yeah, I got it. Here's 6.
Very good. On your way up the stairs, you see him like lock the door. You were literally the last people he's letting in for the night. Upstairs, down the hall on the right, sure enough, you find rooms 16 and 17, the 2 farthest down the hall. And yeah, you guys can turn in for the evening. Gelidus, you get visions of Paladin.
Okay.
He's talking to you, but you can't hear him in your dreams. And he's trying to explain something to you. And he's being very patient, but you can't hear him at all. And so
am I seeing this in like a third person?
No, it's from your eyes.
Oh, okay.
It's like when you saw him, sort of when you called him last.
I point to my ears and. Is there anything to write with in my dream? I don't get it. Is that like a dragon, or are you trying to, or like a butterfly? You're terrible at this game.
He closes his eyes for a second, and then he transforms into an owl. And then a bolt of lightning hits the owl, and it falls out of the sky. And then your dream ends. Serwin, you also have a dream. In your dream, you are surrounded by all of the dwarves who are in crown of Dwarven kings. There's way more of them than you thought. You've never really seen any of them that well before, but now matching them up to their personalities, it makes a lot of sense. And one of them is tied to a chair and gagged, and the others are ignoring him. And then a woman walks up to you, and she says, "Can you hear me, Zerwin?"
Yes.
The kings and queens have agreed that you are our best shot to make the wrongs of the past right again. When will you be returning home?
Home where?
To where you're from.
I don't know.
You must rally the dwarves of your homeland. You must build an army.
And do what with them?
Fight the demons. So when have you been paying attention? There is a devil god and a demon god, and they've partnered with another devil god, and the three of them are going to release hell from its current bindings. And they're going to find another plane of existence to take over and make their own. We're pretty sure it's going to be this one.
You guys know that.
Well, because the other god that's helping them has a plan for her own plane. How do we know that's happening? No. They kind of look around. Okay. Takesis. Have you heard that name?
Probably.
Evil dragon god. She's made a deal with them. She's going to let some of the demons possess dead dragons. Then they're going to, have their holy war. That's on another plane. That's our plane, a couple of them shout. Right, that's their plane. Your plane has its own battles. Nowhere is going to be safe from this. And the plan is to blow up the ethereal plane with the diamond. Right? The explosion that resets everything. Well, if they can draw enough of the good gods to that place, or within that radius, all of those good gods will die. And some of those good gods are gathering. Because you guys got them interested in what was happening with the Aurora Diamond. Are you following me?
I think so, but I don't. How do you know all this? Where are you?
Oh. Well, we don't have to follow the same rules of travel that you do. So, once you... what was the word that you used? Attuned. Once you attuned to the crown, we were basically set free. And, except for that one. We're not going to let him out again.
Who's that?
You know who that is.
Oh, he's a prick.
Yes. Let's not say his name. It gives him power.
Where's his sister?
That's the troubling problem. She's also free. But the rest of us have been communing with dwarves from the past. Look, there's not much time. It's really important that you resolve whatever you're doing here and start building allies that have armies, and then build one of your own. When you wake up, the first thing you should do and then you wake up. And yeah, I did that on purpose. All right.
All right.
You both wake up.
We got long rests.
Yeah, you can both click the long rest button. The inn owner let you sleep in until 9 a.m.
So we need to let Owen and Jana know that, and Dirk, right? They got long rest as well. Just need to put a note down so that they know when they get back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a nice morning.
Let's go get some breakfast.
Sure.
Seems the popular breakfast here is fish. Fish, and actually this morning it's shrimp and grits. It's delicious. With butter. Lots of butter.
Like, is it on the table?
Oh, there's like a buffet thing
Oh.
that you sort of go up to this big like pot of it and scoop yourself out some into a nice bowl. And then there's also some like rough bread and some watered down wine. Very watered down wine. It's actually kind of winey water.
Okay.
It's delicious and hearty. You feel good.
Anybody interesting sitting around?
You slept in pretty late because you needed that long rest. So it's pretty empty. There's not much left in the pot, but enough to feed you. The inn owner's actually he's writing in his ledger when you guys come down. Tough night, huh? You guys looked pretty beat up when you came in. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, maybe.
Yeah, one of our friends had to stay behind. We're adventurers.
Ah, yes. Well, feel free to stay as long as you like.
Thanks.
Yes, please hold our rooms for at least one more night.
Oh, okay. Will do. Quick question. Did you carry Elle in and pretend Elle was sleeping and put Elle in your room?
I guess we never really wrapped that up with Ophelia.
Did you want to pay Ophelia to store the corpse until you're ready to do something with it?
That's essentially what I was asking her to do.
All right, that's fine. We can retcon that.
All right. Well, should we head over to the castle and try to get an appointment?
Well, first, before we, why don't we talk while we walk? I had this really weird dream, and it was Paladine, one of the most powerful gods on Kryn, trying to tell me that an owl got struck by lightning. It didn't make any sense.
It's probably a metaphor, says Dirk.
You think so? You think it has anything to do with your vampire ducks?
No. How would he even know about... He doesn't know about my vampire ducks.
Well, I may have told him. It's a pretty cool story.
Geldis, those are my private vampire ducks.
But don't you want them to be famous?
No, I want them to be secluded and peaceful.
Okay. But what's a metaphor for an owl being struck by lightning?
The light brought to the darkness. Good smiting evil. Heroes.
Did it feel like a warning, or like they were trying to tell you something that already happened.
I don't know. He was trying to tell me something. I couldn't hear him. I don't really know why. It's not like I sleep with bull stuffed in my ears or anything, but you know, maybe he was trying to tell me about like he's like a real powerful and knows everything. So maybe he's telling me about how like wisdom is undone by wrath.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I don't know.
Probably a metaphor for all the demon stuff.
Well, I had a weird dream too.
You too?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with an owl, but I dreamt of all of the past dwarven kings that are in the helmet. Bill, would I have known which one was talking to me?
That's the thing, is that you haven't talked to her before.
Okay.
Her voice was different.
So I didn't recognize her. Okay. And she didn't give me a name. So one of the uh, dwarven queens or kings, she told me that I need to go raise an army. That Takesis was joining with another demon god and a devil god to unleash hell in a different realm, and that we need to raise an army to help the good gods who are starting to gather around the Radiant Citadel, because they're going to blow up the ethereal plane and essentially kill all the good gods. And she said something about demons taking control of dead dragon bodies. I didn't really understand that.
Well, Takesis is she's the goddess of all evil dragons and created the
So
draconians and everything. So
she was pretty adamant that we need to go wrap this up, start gathering allies who have armies, and then I have to go raise my own army of dwarves.
didn't you already do that on Crown?
Uh, I don't know. That was back when I was drinking.
That's true. It was a while ago.
Well, I think we made some allies there were dwarves. I don't know if I would call them allies yet.
That's right. Dirk's best friend with Quillenesti elves.
Also,
See,
Dirk.
Galadus remembers.
Yeah.
Ophinicus threatened to cut his head off and hang it next to the green dragon he has pinned up there. So far, Dirk has angered pretty much every authority figure you've encountered.
They said I need to go home and raise an army, which will be very awkward. Although Matilda might like to go home.
Why is that? I don't think you've ever told me about your home. I mean, other than I'm assuming it's other dwarves.
Essentially exiled because, and it wasn't my fault. It was a lock. This bet was an absolute lock, and I got screwed. But I may have accidentally bet Matilda, and the refs screwed me.
And Matilda's like your clan's
She's a sacred
god.
toad.
Oh,
Not a
sacred
god.
toad. Okay.
She is sacred to my clan. They were not thrilled with me.
She's like, so just to fill in the gaps here, the sacred toad is both an embodiment of all your ancestors and also like the embodiment of the way that you're supposed to solve problems, which is basically like eat it in one fucking gulp or you ignore it. And so
So
all the clans have their own sacred animal. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So if I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna have to bring Matilda. Otherwise, they're not gonna let me anywhere near, you know, any of the clan. So
So we just bring Matilda back.
yeah, we might have to bring Borgle too. He seems to be attached. He is gonna have a hard time fitting in the caves.
Oh yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I bet you at one of the emporiums they probably have like a permanent shrinking solution.
Yeah, we would need to get Borgle's permission for that, though. But we also probably need Skip and his army, too. We're going to need the Empire to help, so I don't think we need to drop everything at this moment and go, but we will need to head home at some point.
Are they going to be any good against demons? They didn't do very well against the Nightmare.
I think we'll be better prepared this
Wait,
time.
you saw an army fight the Nightmare?
No, just making an assumption.
Well, didn't somebody's army get like swallowed by it when we were riding in? Or maybe I dreamt that. Like when we were riding in Hall. I mean, the people at Druid Hall were fighting the Nightmare, like while we were battling the demons.
Yeah, the people of the Empire have got grit.
And I mean, if they're going to be bringing back dead dragons, right? We can still kill dead dragons. Just kill them again.
You rode a dead dragon once.
Sure did.
The palace looms before you. It is a spectacle of wealth in every way. Weirdly, like there's not actually that much gold. It's more like, all of this. The stone is not from here, right? And the stones that it's carved from are huge. The gate is made from exotic metals that are ornately carved. The doors are made from woods imported from around, all over the empire. The decorations, the art, the fountains, the gardens, kind of more like a Taj Mahal sort of thing, surrounded by a giant wall. It's really over the top in terms of a display of wealth. It also, you have to walk through a lot of the displays of wealth to get in the front door. Right? You got to walk by these, mirror pools and these massive gardens and these huge pillars and, all sorts of decorations from all over the empire. There are guards. These are actually palace guards, so they're actually the only sort of like, manly eye actual guards, as opposed to the, mercenaries. God, my brain. Mercenaries that work most places around here. You're allowed in, and you're not even really searched. People are carrying weapons in here. Doesn't seem that big a deal. There's a lot of the weapons look ceremonial and ornate. There's a lot of money going on in here. There's a lot of merchants. There's a lot of nobles. There's not many adventurers, and you do stick out a little bit. When you finally arrive at the front door of the palace proper, you're asked to check your swords and weapons, and what they do is they sort of like tie these like strings and knots around your scabbards and stuff so that you can't draw them. And yeah, they say if you try to undo the knot in the palace, you'll suffer some sort of magical happenstance. You don't know if they're just saying that or if it's true. But they don't actually confiscate them. They just tie them all down. And then there's like a big desk with a bunch of, there's a wizened gnome in the center, and then he's got a rather like 6'5", white-haired, dark-skinned woman standing to his right, your left, and then to his left, your right, is this obviously a manly eye woman. She has the family resemblance. She looks like she's probably 50. She's got that, sort of chiseled face, the fine features, the hawkish nose. The wizened gnome looks up at you. Yes? Do you have an appointment?
We don't. We'd like to make one with Canis.
Canis. I see. And who are you? What is your business with Canis?
We are the Spicy Oranges.
Yes.
We have
Let's see.
information that would be extremely helpful and important for Canis to know.
I see. And you are adventurers, correct?
Yeah, adventurers, consultants,
Adventurers.
mercenaries, all we need to be. But
And information that is important to Canis. That's what I'm going to put down here for him to see.
yes.
Okay.
Is there any way we could speed up the appointment? Get in to see him in the next, say, day or two?
No, no, absolutely not. I could probably put you in a week from Friday. He has
There's
a splinter.
nothing we could do to speed that up?
Well, if there's something else I can tell his secretary, who I'm going to bring this to.
Does Canis a pious man?
Not really. Everyone in this city mostly worships the god of coins, if you know what I mean. But Canis is a strict man and a stolid man. He's also one of the
What if I
most sought persons.
what if I told you I could grant him an audience with a god of his choice, and he could ask questions of that god?
I can put that in the notes if you'd like.
I think asking the god of coins some questions would be useful.
Oh, I wasn't. I meant. Never mind. Into audience with God. Very good. Anything else?
Does it have did the note or the I assume Ophelia did she give us like documents about each of these people?
Yeah, I should give you a folder on each of them.
Yeah, so can I, while Gelidus is talking to him, can I just look through the folder real quick and find the son's name?
Depends on if I can find the son or not. I mean, yes, is the answer.
So I would like to, and then once I find it, I'm going to just drop and say, the information that he should hear is about, and I want to use the child's first name, not the last name.
Huh, it's funny. Okay, sorry, yes. It's Gaius.
Yeah. Yeah, please put in the note that information.
I mean, I have the whole name, but that might not be.
I don't want to put the whole name in. I just want to drop the first name.
Okay. Gaius who?
Just Gaius.
There are a million Gaiuses in the Empire.
Yep.
Okay. Gaius it is. Very well. Is there some place I can reach you? I can send you a message in a couple of days to see if I got bumped up, or.
Sure. We're going to stay at the Tarnished Coin.
Okay. I will. He drops the thing. I'll bring it to the secretary of Canis. Probably later this afternoon, unless there's something else I can do for you.
I think we're good. Gelidus? Ready to go?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Ezra, you there?
Yep.
Okay.
You're dead. We'll see you later.
Um,
You want me to roll a bunch of d20s to see how many of my death saves I fail?
you are actually going to need to make. Wait, it takes 3 to die, though, right?
You said that you wanted to change the way that this works.
Yeah,
I think you wanted to
do.
make it easier to die, and if
I
I'm
do.
honest, I'd prefer you didn't.
I know you wouldn't.
This is one way that I don't want art to imitate life,
Yeah, make me a death saving throw, please.
which is what, a con save?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
19.
No, it's just a 10 or higher success. 9 or lower
Okay,
is a
I got a
failure.
13 on the d20.
Okay. Let's see how he does. Oh god. Okay, that's all you need. All right.
How he does, that makes it sound like he did really good or
He
really
did.
bad.
All right. You are in your. Here's what happens first. Once again, you die. Except you don't
I think
quite
this is the
die.
first time
Like,
that I've actually died.
no, you had
I've
another
been
0 hit
unconscious
points.
before.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been unconscious. This is the first time that I'm actually dead, and
Listen,
honestly,
can I just
what
tell you
took you so long?
something? Can I just tell you something, Duncan?
Go on.
I am the literal creator of this universe, and when I say you die, you die. So this is the second time you've died, been reduced to 0 hit points, and have been struggling to maintain your link with your body. And just like the first time, you have visions of hells and demons. It
This place
appears
was even worse than the other one.
so where you sort of have this dreamlike state where you understand that you are dreaming, but you don't have control of the dream. In front of you is the auroral diamond, and you can see the corruption pulsing as if with a heartbeat and slowly spreading through the diamond itself. And there is a little black strand of that corruption, and it's slinking out through the ethereal plane. And as you start to follow it, it starts to suck you in, and you start going faster and faster, and you get the sense of nothing flying past you at an increasingly fast pace. And then you see um, a man, a very good-looking man. He has. I'm not going to show you his picture because he has many forms, but he's a
Too
good-looking
bad, it would help
man.
me along.
Yeah, he is a good-looking man with. He's tall. He has a beard. He has fine features, but he also has horns and wings, leathery wings. It's very clear that he's a devil. Um, and when you sort of start coming towards him, he turns and looks directly at you. And then he holds out his hand and you stop. And he looks surprised. Who are you? He says.
Uh, I'm not gonna answer that question. You can just think of me as the dead guy. I was up there, I died, and now I'm here. Although I have a feeling that's gonna be temporary. I think I'm supposed to be like when I die, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go someplace better than this.
He does this and you start to turn. And as you turn to face away from him, he goes, ah. and you hear the pages of a book, a massive book,
While you're back
flapping.
there, can you take that like cat-sized tick off of me and like destroy it, get rid of it, while you're moseying around in my general rear quarters.
Oh, I will definitely take this, but I will not be destroying it. And he reaches out his hand, and then a funny thing happens. When he touches it, he hisses in pain.
Yeah, that
Ah.
that belongs to me despite my best efforts.
He does this again, and you turn around to face him, and he takes a good look at you. Okay, halfling.
You want to send me back? I'm not going to make any deals.
I didn't bring you here. I can't send you back. You have to figure that out for yourself. He sits back down. He seems to be reading. He's surrounded by books. He seems to be reading just everything he can get his hands on. He's also got this like it sort of looks like a fountain, except inside isn't water. It seems to be like dust, but it's dust that's like suspended, dust particles suspended in space, and they're swirling very slowly. Duncan would probably recognize it as like something that looks almost like the arms of a spiral galaxy. Ezra's not really sure what it looks like, kind of like a strange spiral object.
Yeah, we had the planets discussion last week. Ezra was asking what a planet is, so no, he has no idea.
Yeah, wizards. Some wizards probably know what planets are, but I'm not sure if Ezra does.
Hey, I don't think I really have any control over my form here or where it goes. You wanna talk some more? What are you reading?
Everything, I can, but this is, and he closes it for a second with his thumb on the spot, and on the cover it says, "A History of Dwarven Kings." And he flips it back over.
Do you do you like it here?
Yeah, I love it here. This is the place I made for myself.
I like that you have all these books. I mean, I'm not a wizard, so I don't spend a lot of time in books. I have the one that you saw, that one I spent a lot of time with.
Can you read?
Like anything or that book, or what do you mean?
Can you read in general?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, reading is a great, great gift. I'm constantly enamored with the things that it brings me.
You have this place all to yourself?
Uh, it is the place I created for myself. Yes.
Ugh, you're living the dream. I'm really sorry to sour the place with my presence.
Not at all. I find you fascinating.
Thanks. I'm fascinated by myself from time to time. I was really hoping that when I died, I would be permitted to be freed from everything, and it doesn't
So
seem
you
like that's
died.
going to happen. Yeah, I told you that. I'm the dead guy.
It's not the same thing. So what happened when you died?
Well, I came here.
You don't remember? You remember what killed you?
Oh yeah, it was a spell.
Hmm. Picked a fight with some mages, huh?
Yeah. It's maybe a little bit more complicated than that, but I was involved in a fight. I was trying to leave the fight, but they pressed the matter a little bit.
How many of them were there?
Four. One of them was an owl.
Four.
Uh,
You tangled with four mages. How far did you get?
yeah, they cheated. They hit me while I was an owl. They didn't really give me much of a chance to fight back. If it was an even playing field, I think I could have taken all four.
Oh, you have magic as well.
I didn't say that.
You said you were an owl.
Yeah, but somebody else might have done that.
Maybe. I don't believe it though.
Hey, listen, I just want to tell you something. Like, I know devils have a whole bunch of laws and rules that they have to follow,
Oh, not
but
me.
I'm good. I was going to say, you can. you don't have to be evil. You can make choices. That's what I do. I make choices every day, and there's this real push. I feel it like right behind my eyes to like really do some bad things. And I make the choice every day to try to, try to put other people before myself, try to do the good things, the things that are about togetherness and and community and helpfulness and kindness and friendship. You could make that choice too. And I mean, it
Is
doesn't
that why
mean
the
that you would
mages
have
wanted to
to,
kill you?
sort of, yeah, they wanted to do the bad things. They wanted to hurt people
What
and
makes you
take
think I want to
power.
do the bad things?
I just want to make sure that you're aware. I don't know how long until, this gets reset and I get dragged back to my corporeal coil. So I just wanted to make sure that, you have a choice. You can choose differently than the default for devils if you so
What's
want
the
to.
what's the goodest thing you've ever done?
Goodest thing I've ever done. Unfortunately, I'd have to think
What's
long
the
and hard about
most
that.
people you've ever helped at once?
A small city, a few small cities worth of people.
That's incredible. That is a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Well,
That's truly impressive.
we did our best.
Would you say that's a very good thing because you helped all those people at once?
I think about this, I'm not a philosophizer. I think you might be. But I do think that there's vast complexities to goodness, and all that you can really try to do is aim for the things that I listed earlier: togetherness, community, friendship, kindness, charity. Like if you aim for those things and try not to think about yourself so much, and sadly I do think about myself a lot. Service.
I view it a little differently. I think the best thing I can do is free the most people from slavery at the same time for as long as I can. And that's what I'm going to do. And
I like that.
it's going to upset a lot of people and it's going to make a lot of things really angry. But I don't care anymore. I know that all of the evil souls who wound up in hells are supposed to be there. But I think that's bullshit. I think they're slaves and they're tortured constantly for eternity. And nobody deserves that. So I'm going to free them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're put into positions where they lack leverage to make and the information to make decisions. And so you know, I tend to agree with you. I like what you're saying here. There's some good things happening, I think, inside of your head. I'm still a little cautious because, you're a devil and all, but
I'm
I,
more
I'm
than a devil now. But thank you. I was once. I was a very powerful devil. And then I got in a fight with my boss, and I got expelled, and then I got shoved in some jewelry. Long story.
oh, okay. You were inside of a sword.
Once, yes.
Yeah, I've seen part of that sword.
Hmm. I
If we were pretty worried that you might be getting ready to do some really hurtful things, actually.
Well, there are going to be a lot of really angry people when I free all of those souls from the hells.
Yeah, it sounds like it's probably going to be the devils that are going to be the
Mm,
ones that are angry.
it's going to be the devils and it's going to be the angels. It's going to
Uh,
be both.
Interesting. I'd never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I don't really give a fuck.
I don't know that I do either.
Good for you. What's your name?
Oh, I guess I can tell you that at this point. I'll give you my full government name, Ezra Briarhip. That's my name.
Pleasure to meet you. You can call me Gargoth.
Good to meet you, Gargoth. Again, I'm sorry to intrude.
And you're sucked
I
away.
was incredibly rude to me.
That's it. You're sucked backwards. You come to, and you see a familiar face leaning over you. Oh, gosh, why didn't I have his picture queued up? I'm an asshole. As you're brought to, you are like, there it is. You feel
I already
something
have it
like
inside my head anyway. It's fine. I don't need the picture.
you feel something placed on your mouth, and then a liquid being poured down your throat, and you come to like coughing and sputtering as you swallow the healing potion, which restores 21 points of damage. And Lucius is standing over you.
Oh, that's Lucius? I thought it was the other guy.
No, that's Lucius.
Is Lucius the dead one?
I mean, come on, that's not very nice.
Manners, Zerwin.
I'm not there. This is out of game. Is he the one who's?
He's undead. He was dead once, but then he became something else.
Well, you've been dead twice.
Not the last time. I think third time will be the charm.
He like kind of slaps your cheeks gently. It's just dawn, you see. Ezra, are you awake?
It's good to see you. Man, I was not sure when I was going to see
Quiet. Keep it down.
you.
I
You make
think
for
we're
a
safe.
real nice shadow. That's all I have to say.
Huh. Yeah, I'm really glad you came down, because if you had flown over, I couldn't help you in the air.
Yeah, I'm glad I came down too. I meant to. You saw that, right? I meant to come down. I wasn't going to keep flying.
No, I'm going to tell your friends you absolutely meant to land right next to me, that you saw me, and
Thanks. It's really important to me that they never know that I was an owl who was struck by lightning.
you got it. Can you stand?
I'll try. Ezra attempts to stand up carefully and quietly.
Yeah, okay. He steadies you and says, you know, that book is really fucking creepy. It was making all sorts of weird noises while you were out.
You didn't say anything in particular? Wait, hold on. Did you get all of them? Just you by yourself? Did you take care of all those guys?
Oh no, I only killed 2 of them, and then we ran from the other 3.
Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, was one of them the Othos? Did you get it? Did you get Otho?
No, I was feeling a little drained by the time I killed the first 2, and I wanted to
We'll
make
get
sure
him
I had
next
enough
time.
power to escape.
We'll get him next time. Back to me. What was the book saying?
Uh, um, well, it's spoken many languages. I could pick out some of them. It seemed to be talking about corruption and I don't know, destruction, slavery. I don't know, togetherness.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh yeah, that was
community?
me. I was bringing the good things. I was bringing those to the table. Yeah. Hey, you know anyone who can get rid of like the worst possible curses in the universe? Because that's what I need to deal with this book. Now that you know about it, we can actually like talk about that.
He kind of stares at you for a minute, like waiting for you to process that he is a vampire, which is in and of itself perhaps the greatest curse maybe ever.
I mean, I just figured I would ask. An increasingly perilous number of people know about this book. You're right, it's really bad. You want to hear about it?
Sure, let's talk while we ride. He leads you to a couple of horses.
Wow, I get my own?
Yeah. He says, you're on the gray one, and he hops on the black one.
Does the horse have a name?
Why don't you ask it?
Hi there. Do you have a name?
Ezra, stop being weird.
Ezra says this in Sylvan. Hi. Shh, 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 shh. Hey, that's a good gender.
Oh, it's a female.
Hey, girl. Whoa, girl. Hey, Ezra, it can't reach the ear, so just kind of cups his hands and says, "What's your name?"
The horse kind of like.
Thank you. May I?
It kind of like stamps one of its feet impatiently.
Okay.
Like it's
Ezra
seeing its friend right off.
saddles up and says, "Where I come from, horses tend to talk."
All right, that's a good place to end for the evening for our early sessions, our bi-weekly early sessions. Actually, no, we'll do. Sorry, Ezra, one more thing. You ride with Lucius for a while, and he seems to get more comfortable after about 45 minutes to an hour. And he's been riding with his eyes closed, which is weird. And when he opens them again, he says, "Okay, I found Skip. Let's go talk to him."
Perfect.
And that's where
I
we'll
think
end.
I'll be excited to see you. He was asking about you.
I'm excited to see him too. All right. And that's where we will end tonight. Thank you all for listening. Have a good night, and we will see you in the future.
Do you want us to give out Danger Awesome points or no?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Well, I'll give mine to Zerwin for acknowledging how important I am.
I'm going to give one to Ezra because he spent 20 trying to make me reroll damage points. And I did. And it worked.
I mean, I'm going to give mine to Ezra because, trying to avoid lightning while you're an owl is pretty dangerous.
Oh, it was a clear sky when I started. There were stars out. They'll describe that. What?
Did you avoid
You're
it?
right. No, I took the full enthusiasm of that lightning.
Probably Otho should get it because that's got to be fucking hard hitting a flying owl in the dark with a lightning bolt.
Well, the fun thing about spells is a lot of them you don't have to aim them. You just do it and it happens. It's a lot easier than trying to like shoot an arrow.
True.
Zeus didn't know what he was doing when he was throwing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dumb. Zeus is dumb. Galdus, you have a Danger Awesome point you want to give out?
Yeah, I'll throw it over to Ezra. He needs to replenish his Danger Awesome points.
All right, back up to 20. Back up to 20. Ready to spend it all next week to stop a lightning bolt.
So Ezra, how does it feel to be the only one in this game that's died twice?
Infinitely times more than anybody else. Guys, I'm trying real hard to get. I just want this book off my goddamn back. Was hoping Death would do it.
I still haven't had a chance to actually try to cast that spell for you.
To be fair, actually, I'm going to end the stream here.
To be fair.